Most of you guys use C-stands all wrong, and I can tell because you're struggling over there. In this video, I'm gonna show you 5 techniques that I've learned over the years to help me better manage a C-stand. Come check it out. First of all, this is how you wanna walk the set. You wanna walk with it close to you and on your shoulder. Have your hands under or maybe at the first one, and keep it close to you. Because when you take it off the truck on some run the gun, this is how you wanna hold it. So this is an easy way to grab it off the truck, run it to set. You usually don't see people walk with it like this. I mean, maybe, but the proper way I think is to grab it like this and move. You can move really, really good, and you got more control over it and things like that. Now, when you're passing it off, don't put your hand right here when you're grabbing it, because what people do sometimes, they tend to grab it like this, and your finger can ultimately get stuck, and you don't want that to happen. So when you're passing it off, maybe pass it off like this, but usually you don't want to have your hand right there, because when somebody grab it, you can easily smash your fingers, and we don't want that to happen. So if you don't know, all C-stands are not created equal. You have cheap C-stands, and you have a little bit more expensive C-stands. The industry standard C-stands most people use are going to be like your Matthews, it's going to be your Avengers, American, and newer. You do not want those. Those are shitty C-stands. You always want to get American or Matthews C-stands, because they're going to hold up and they're pretty good. This one right here is an American C-stand, and as you can see, it's like a spring-loaded bottom. There's no knob. Some have knobs, but this one is a no knob. And to open it up, I think the best way for us to open it up, I usually hold it like this, and you gotta have some muscle, you gotta have some strength. I usually hold it and grab one leg and the other, and I take one leg and I move it while holding the other leg. So that's how I do that. And usually you can keep doing it until it locks in place. You'll feel it lock, and you do the other one same way. So that's how I normally do it. Now, the wrong way to do it, or the rookie way to do it, is like this. People do it like this because they got weak upper bodies. People feel like this is the easiest way to do it, but nah, man, because you're gonna scratch up the floor, the marble floor, or you're just gonna get dirt all on the C-stand. Just lean it back towards you and use some muscles. Boom, boom. And these are like the spring-loaded ones. So this C-stand right here, this is a Matthews all black C-stand. They also make them in silver, but this one just happened to be all black. As I told you, some have little knobs, little twisty knobs, and you can twist that, and the way to close this is to lift it up and rotate it. That's gonna be the best way to do it if you're a rookie. But since I'm a pro and a vet, since this don't have a spring, it kind of swings closed, if you saw that. All right, we're gonna do it again, and it kind of swings open. Let me see if I can do it again. I just twisting it, opens, and it locks. That's why I like these. These are really clutch. And the way it does this, it doesn't have a spring. It doesn't have a spring like this one, and this one has like the Rocky Mountain. And I can show you what this does right here. So let's just say the ground is uneven, or the DP or your key grip wants to stand right here. So you put the stand right here, you can kind of see that, this is totally unsafe and undoable, because this one is the spring loaded. So that's one of the disadvantages to this particular type of stand. A stand with the Rocky Mountain leg, we get that same effect, still tipped over, but with the Rocky Mountain, we can untwist this, lift the leg up, lock it in, it's balanced, and we just throw a sandbag on it. That's the benefits of a Rocky Mountain, because you can pretty much put it anywhere. If we had the spring-loaded one, we would have to stack apple boxes up just to get it balanced on the back legs, which is ridiculous. And having a Rocky Mountain on your C-stand is like a plus for all grip trucks. They also have C-stands where it's a pull and lock. It works just like the non-spring loaded, where you can pull the locking mechanism up and twist the legs and they'll collapse. You also have C-stands, we call them turtle bases, where the actual rod C-stand pole comes out of the legs, which I'll put a picture right here so you can check it out. But we call that a turtle base C-stand. So, I mean, that one is very, very good, because if you want to get a light low to the ground, you can use one of those. The only way to get a light low to the ground by using one of these is going to be your C-stand arm. You can't really put a big light right here, or a light that requires a junior receiver. And when you're using the turtle base, it creates a junior receiver. So anything with a junior pin, you can place it right in there and lock it up and it'll be low. When you get the set, when you place your C-stand, always follow with a sandbag, because you do not want the C-stand to fall. And you always want to make sure your knuckles are on the right hand side, always, because righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And you know the reason, because when you put pressure on it, it tightens up when it's on the right hand side, righty-tighty. But if it's on the left hand side, it's just going to loosen up, and whatever is on there, if it's heavy enough, it's just going to loosen up and fall over. So I'm going to get a little closer. So righty-tighty, always on your right hand side. Large leg is always in front. And if you don't know by now, this is a gobo head. Gobo head. You can actually take this one off, and this is a gobo head. It's the only way a C-stand can work properly, well, especially the arm anyway. And this is a C-stand arm. And usually one gobo head goes on the C-stand arm to make it work properly. And when you feeding it back through to put it on a C-stand, always feed it through this hole. Just know this always goes on the C-stand. This part always goes on the C-stand. So when you're threading your arm, always go through one of these holes. Really, it's gonna be this one, because this one only has three. Well, yeah, three, yeah. And you want to just go on that hole. And this always go on the C-stand. Remember that, this always go on the C-stand, and your arm always go in here. Sometimes I see people putting arms in here, and it's like, how the hell I'm gonna mount this? How in the hell I'm gonna mount this on the C-stand when both the gobos are on the same side? And sometimes people like to make their C-stands look pretty. So all the arms is aligned on one side. All the knuckles are aligned on one side, which some key grips like to make their stuff pretty. I don't blame them, but that's a pretty way right there. So I'm gonna demonstrate the righty-tighty, lefty-loosey technique. This is my large leg. The arm is on the right-hand side. I'm gonna put it on the left-hand side. You can see it's on my left-hand side now. So I'm gonna extend it out. I'm gonna lock it. Now I'm gonna add some weight to it. Oh. It just fell on over. So what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna just take the knob and put it on my right-hand side. Do the same thing, turn it up. Now, I'm gonna put the sandbag, this is a 15-pound sandbag too. And you can see, boom, it stopped right there. That's the science of it, guys. Just right there, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It can save you a light, it can save you talent, it can save you damages on set, and pretty much that's gonna be the main thing you need to know. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Don't matter where you at. If you're in the air rigging, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If you under a car rigging, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Because if you do it on the left-hand side, just know it's gonna come loose. Just know that. Just know that it's gonna come loose. C-stands just don't hold lights. They can hold just about anything you throw at it. C-stands can hold lights. C-stand can hold flags in place. C-stands can also hold cardellini's that can hold your phone, that ultimately turn your C-stand into a tripod. C-stands are not just a stand, it's actually another person. So if you need to hold up anything, think of a C-stand first before you start thinking of anything else. Think of a C-stand. A C-stand is gonna do it for you. Holding up walls. A C-stand is actually another person. Another person with an arm. Another person with a shoulder to lean on. So lately I've been seeing online this one dude carrying multiple C-stands. Bro, you only want to carry maybe like 4 C-stands. You carry more than 4 C-stands, you just showing out, pretty much. The safe way to carry C-stands while they open is this way right here. Bend at the knees. This is really too low, but bend at the knees. Grab the largest legs on the C-stand and you tilt it back on your shoulder. So you tilt it back on your shoulder, boom. That's how you walk with multiple C-stands. At least 2. You always want to have a heavy grip right here, and you can put your hand right here for support. So when you're moving around, keep the C-stand close to you, and you always want to yell points to tell people to get the F out your way. So I know this is not going to be your last C-stand video, but if you feel like you got value out of this short video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and remember, this is Jay Wyatt with Everything Gripping Electric. See you on the next one. Peace.